The journey to weight loss is one that is infinite and lasts forever. My 100-pound weight loss has urged me to help others along the way and help them to complete a quest to holistic health. I hope that my story helps to inspire. So, here I'm going to teach you things from a fat chick gone fit. Stay tuned. The journey to weight loss is one that is infinite and lasts forever. My 100-pound weight loss.
Hi guys, it's Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, and thanks for joining me for another episode of Fat Chick Gone Fit. This episode is dedicated to answering and fleshing out some other questions that I was sent on the previous week. Remember, you can send your questions to Nina at BeautifulBrwnBabyDol.com. Don't forget to download my free ebook at www.beautifulbrownbabydoll.com/shop. And many of you all have been following the challenge. I'm so excited. We're 3 weeks in, and I'm really seeing people putting forth a lot of effort and discussing over at the forum. So even if you want your questions answered by others who have the same questions or who have gone through some of the same things, head over to the forum. It's a wonderful place to talk. So I hope I'll see you there. Let me get into these questions though. The first question says, how many months did it take you to lose the entire 100 pounds? How much did you weigh when you started, and how much do you weigh now? How tall are you? So that's a pretty loaded question, but let me answer it. It took me about, I want to say 9 to 10 months to really lose the weight, but it took 6 months of research before that 9 to 10 months because I had to figure out what to do. My starting weight was like right at 230, and now I'm right at 130. And I look like I weigh a lot less than that, but I'm very muscular. So muscle tends to, I've always tended to be a little bit more muscular throughout my life. So I tend to weigh a little bit more, but I only wear a size 2. So I really don't go by the scale. A lot of people like to go by the scale, but numbers are just numbers. It's how you feel and how you look in your clothing and how you feel overall. And I'm a small girl and I like being petite. So that's pretty much the body type I have. I'm about 5'5". I'm 5'4" and 3/4. So I'm or 3/4. So I'm about 5'5". So average height. So the next question was, during these months, did you go on Jenny Craig, MediFast, Weight Watchers, or any other different programs? No. I followed my own lifestyle change. You can't stay on a diet for the rest of your life. And I didn't want to do something that I was setting myself up for failure. If you follow a diet, that's good. That's up to you. But I can't do it. I had to do something that was supporting a lifestyle change. So that was mainly what I decided to do. Someone asked, I don't usually approach anyone on this because I figured you'd be able to help. I'm taking part in your weight loss challenge and I've fallen off track. How can I prevent my emotions and stress from causing me to eat unnecessarily? An example is she ate a pint of brownie fudge ice cream one day. And I don't know what came over me. And I just sat and ate pretty much, to sum it up. Really, what I would suggest to you is to not even have the brownie fudge ice cream around. You shouldn't have those types of foods around that you know are trigger foods. And I've spoken on trigger foods many times. If you have it around and your body knows that it's around and you have access to it, then you're going to start using it whenever you need to, and you're going to break into those emotions. But I found that anytime I felt hungry like that in the middle of the night, usually when I drank some water, or I kept like low fat snacks around. So if I just had to be satisfied, I'd have a little bit of that low fat, low calorie snack, such as, I like my little Cheez-It crackers every now and again, just something to give you a burst of something. And if it's sweet, you can find lower calorie sweets or fruit that are naturally sweetened to just kind of get that sweet tooth going and get it away. There is no definite combination, but you keep those trigger foods away from you. That's the best way to do it. Just stay away from them altogether. I'm curious to know about your flexibility. How has it improved? And have you done workouts for that specifically? If so, what do you do, and what other resources do you have to help finding ways to improve your flexibility? Flexibility can be improved through things such as yoga, stretching right before and right after workouts. And when I say stretching, I'm doing like those main stretches, you know, stretching the arms, stretching the legs, doing runner's lunges, things like that that stretch the legs. And if you get on a good workout plan or a good workout, I'm doing Turbo Fire now. They have excellent stretching resources. They have a 40-minute yoga. They have 10-minute body flexing, 10-minute stretches. So those types of things really help. But getting on the internet and just looking up basic stretches really help. That's what I do. I tend to be a kickboxer and things like that, which do require a lot more flexibility. So my flexibility has improved, of course, from my sedentary lifestyle to now my active lifestyle. Someone said it's hard for me to incorporate a workout schedule on my daily schedule due to me working 2 jobs out of the house. And I'm out of the house as early as 5 a.m. and not coming back until 6 to 7 p.m. Do you have any advice on how to fit in workouts and healthy foods? Honestly, everything you want, you have to work for. And a lot of times we don't like to hear that. If you want it, you will do it. So if that means getting up super early to work out and planning the night before to go to bed early, you'll do it. If that means dropping everything when you get into the house and exercising, you'll do it. But if you make a plan and a schedule for yourself, which my free downloadable ebook helps you with, then you won't go awry. Sometimes seeing that schedule and knowing what's expected of you helps you further complete your goals. You have to write those goals. You have to know my life is crazy too. You guys know I'm on here making videos, but I'm also a professor. I'm also a psychologist. I'm also getting my licensure as a psychologist. I'm going to start running an internship. I'm doing all these shows and traveling everywhere, but I still find time to work out 6 days a week. And it's because I get up early in the morning and I plan for that get up. And I also plan my meals. So when I go somewhere, I have my food with me. Or I plan it out early in the week. If I say have a little break on Sunday, I might cook for the week and then just keep it in the refrigerator. It's as simple as that. We make it a little bit too hard on ourselves, and it really doesn't have to be that hard.
And now it's time for Beautiful Brown Baby Doll news. Will you be in the Texas area December 10th and 11th? If so, come out and join us for the Zuri Natural Hair Showcase. In fact, on tomorrow's VOKLE show, December 1st, on my Swagger Building Success Chats, I'll be giving away 3 tickets to people who are interested in coming. You'll get to see your wonderful bloggers that you love. You'll get to see top hair competitions, and yours truly will be having workshops. So make sure you tune in.
Someone asked about turkey bacon, and they said that they found that turkey bacon had more sodium than regular bacon. And so they started back on regular bacon. My advice for that is, a lot of people like to talk about, oh, this has so much sodium, this has this. You have to watch your sodium intake overall. So like sometimes I do have high sodium food, but what I keep in mind is what I'm going to eat for the rest of the day. So you can't just base it off of that one meal. It's horrible when you're having so high sodium foods at every meal. If you can plan your day to have very low sodium meals, especially if you plan on having a high sodium item, as with anything, like with fats, then you learn from that. And it becomes a lifestyle. That's why I say this is such a lifestyle change, because I can look at ingredients and I know what's good for me and what's not good for me in a day, because I can calculate that in my head. So once you get to that point that you're able to look at a food and be like, oh, I don't need this or I don't need that, then it'll become easier for you to delegate that sodium intake. But I do think turkey bacon is a bit healthier for the body because it's leaner. Pork bacon is going to have more of your fatty, direct fatty intake. And it's okay every now and again, as with anything within moderation is okay, as long as you're, again, fueling your body the correct way. So it's really something that you have to find that works into your lifestyle. Someone asked about being a vegan. They were a vegan for a long time and they lost a considerable amount of weight, and especially muscle weight, and they missed their curves. And now they've accumulated body fat around the stomach area, and they want to know if they can ever have that flat tummy again. Yes, but it's called high intensity cardio. You're going to have to hit that high intensity cardio. You're also going to have to reduce your fat intakes and your caloric intakes. You're going to have to go into your lean proteins, low carbohydrates. Also, you're going to have to work even harder than you've ever had to work before, because as the older we get, it's harder for us to lose accumulated fat buildup. So you're going to have to account for that. That means when I say low intensity, high intensity mixed with low intensity cardio, you're definitely going to have to be hitting it hard. Running is an excellent way. Hitting it hard with your runs and then coming down to jogs. That difference in the pace helps you lose that body fat. I too understand it, because I didn't lose this weight until I was, it was before my mid-20s, but it would have been easier had I been younger. But I had to hit those high intensity cardio workouts, and also lifting. I find that ab workouts, when you have an excessive amount of fat, are not really beneficial until you start to get rid of some of that fat. And that's going to happen through that cardio. So try that out. The next person asks, I'm going to go to one more question because some of the questions were loaded, and I'll come back to the other questions next week. How do I keep from getting discouraged when others make negative comments? You all know, I've been through the most with people making negative comments and not being very supportive of certain things until they see that you're truly excited and truly on the road to your weight loss. The thing with the negative and discouraging comments is show them better than you can tell them. Don't keep telling people what you're going to do, what you plan on doing, how this is going to happen, how you're going to do it. Just do it. I found that I had to be my number one supporter. I had to be the person that was in my corner. If I didn't believe in me, it wasn't going to happen. If I let other people tell me what my potential was, it wasn't going to happen. And people will often tell you what you can and cannot do. Only your body and you know what you can handle and what you can do. So to erase those discouraging things, I know another thing I had to do was remove myself from those situations. Even if it's family, you have to find a way. I mean, if you can get out of the house for an extra exercise session, if you know you're trying to avoid somebody even within your own house, find something else to do instead of being around that person. Don't talk to them about it. Sorry guys, the camera cut out, but let me get back to it. Even when people would ask me questions like, how much weight have you lost? Like, don't you think that's enough? I would just be like, I'm going to stop when I need to stop. And I like exercising. That's it. You keep your comments short and sweet. Don't get into a discussion about it, because the more you discuss it, the more discouraged you will become, because that person might not have that same mindset as you. But that's why it's up to you to show them better than you can tell them. So don't let anybody discourage you. Be your own cheerleader. So I hope that helped you guys today. And make sure that you stay tuned for more Fat Chick Gone Fit of this series. And make sure that at the beginning of the video, I showed a way to get to the other two videos. So make sure you check those out, guys. I love you. Stay on this journey. I'm so excited for you. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.